Nornium is one of the most degenerate upcoming gacha games that I have seen all year, and I've been keeping my eye on Apocalypse. I'd admittedly play a whole lot of Nikke, probably too much in retrospect. The reason we're talking about Nornium today, they confirmed via their social media channels that they were entering into a test phase, and their promotional material was questionable. Before we go ahead and discuss what Nornium even is, there is a trailer for this game over on TapTap, which we're going to go ahead and check out. But first, I want to take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day, bringing new games and game drama to your guys' attention. You're all amazing and I cannot thank you all enough. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. This is taken from the PC client, is what it says down the bottom left of the trailer here, of the video.
Life goes up and it goes down. Life goes up and it goes down.
Wait a second, hold on. Oh my god, wow, okay. Pieces there. This game is already filled with immense amounts of plot. What a transformation. This actually looks very cool. The combat here looks very good. The models look pretty good as well. And there's a male. Wow, okay. And you pilot a giant Gundam mech. Sick. She's not even piloting a mech. She's literally, that's her. Some of these characters are like in partial weaponized mech. Partial, like it's wrapped around their body. Oh my god. That was actually a very cool trailer, but more than the actual mechs, because I think like the whole, piloting a mech aspect is very cool. But this is so much cooler. Having an actual mech that wraps around your body, allowing for you to use absolutely insane weapons like this is crazy and so cool. Evidently, Nornium is a sci-fi game. According to TapTap, you utilize what are considered droids and you engage enemies in aerial combat. This is very different to anything I've played. I've always found myself drawn to fantasy games at time, modern games, but never anything where you fly around space fighting stuff as a hot waifu. This is a first for me. You're essentially a Gundam with benefits. While the combat takes place completely in the air, in space, it also seems to utilize an action combat system. You can freely aim and miss enemies with abilities, so there will be a degree, however limited, of skill necessary. So this game definitely is not going to be for everyone. Given this game is releasing fully cross-platform onto PC and mobile, I'd go out on a limb and assume the action combat, especially when it comes to aiming guns, will be significantly easier on PC or with a controller. I don't hate playing games on my phone. I play a lot of gacha games on my phone actually, but my God, I cannot aim for shit on it. Plus I have big thumbs, so playing a game that requires real active dodging, parrying, countering, or aiming is impossible. Speaking of cross-platform play, it is confirmed that while this is releasing onto both PC and mobile devices, the upcoming test phase specifically is targeting PC players only, which is great news. When a test includes both PC and mobile, it's likely the games differ very slightly from one another. The fact that they're testing PC completely separately means that it's likely they're building the PC client separately as well, alluding to the fact that we might have a decent PC UI and a solid PC experience. It's highly likely the next test phase will be for mobile platforms exclusively, or maybe they'll just run them concurrently next time after having tested PC functionality this time. It's completely unconfirmed at this juncture. Now, signing up for the test phase is very easy. Simply type in mygachahub.com. This is my website that I own, that I operate, where I keep you up to date with upcoming games, pre-registrations for games, alphas, betas, even monthly financial reports featuring how your favorite gacha game did in each respective month. This is a website you should have bookmarked. Seriously, you should be visiting this at least once a week. The world is supposedly going to provide players with a cosmetic sandbox exploration plus urban bridge exploration. I'm not entirely sure what urban bridge exploration is in reference to, but I do like the sound of cosmic sandbox exploration, which likely means that we'll have the freedom to explore the larger universe, or at least some galaxies that comprise it. Rather than exploring a fantasy world like Genshin or Wuthering Waves, Tower of Fantasy, we're gonna get to explore space, the final frontier, which is somewhere I can honestly say we've never really gone in an open world adventure game before. But then again, this doesn't really look and feel like an open world game the size and scale of Genshin or any of the aforementioned titles, so I'm curious how it's gonna play out. There is gonna be a large focus on narrative, which gacha games seem to be very fond of these days, and I'm glad to hear. I just hope they're actually capable of telling a good story, and it's not something like Tower of Fantasy that makes you want to skip everything due to how dull and boring it was. This is a game that many of us have been waiting a very long time for. It kind of went into a limbo for a while where there were very little to no updates whatsoever, but here we are. It's gonna be playable, and we're gonna get to see just how good or bad it is. Again, you can pre-register if you're interested, or you should be able to very soon. The test phase is exclusively for PC and will be in Chinese, with a global release no doubt coming in the future. This is the game we absolutely need, and they need our money, so it's doubtful they'll forget about us. Now, if Nornium is not a gacha game you're at all interested in, absolutely no problem. I have you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now that might satiate that appetite you have for something new.